This video is on independent events. Penny is vacationing at the beach and decides to purchase a pair of swim goggles and a sand bucket, which she randomly selects off the shelf, where she realizes that they're both green. She states that because she selected a green pair of swim goggles, she was more likely to select a green sand bucket. Do you agree or disagree with Penny's statement? Justify your thinking. I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to disagree because the fact that the goggles are green doesn't have any impact on what color sand bucket she would pick. The sand bucket choices didn't change when a pair of goggles was selected, so I disagree. The color choice or the color of the goggles will not impact the color of the sand bucket. The sand bucket's choices didn't change. When a pair of goggles were selected. So what an independent probability is when the outcome of one event does not impact the outcome of the second event, then the events are called independent. Independent probability can be determined by multiplying the probability of each event or the probability of A and B. So remember I said in that first video on simple probability that and meant multiply. So that's the probability of A times the probability of B. So use your understanding of probability and independent events to answer the questions below. In a board game, the students draw a card, replace it, and then draw a second card. Determine the probability of each event. So how many outcomes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 outcomes. Student must draw a heart eye card and then an angel card. So a heart would be 1, 2. So we've got 2 over 8. And then an angel card. And that is 1 over 8. So we multiply those. That gives us 2 over 64. And that can reduce to 1 over 32. The students must draw a sleeping card. So the sleep, there's 1, 2. That's 2 out of 8 again. And an angry card. And that would be 1, 2. 2 out of 8. So we multiply the fractions straight across. That's 4 out of 64. And that simplifies to 1 over 16. 16 times 4 is 64. To earn 15 points, the student must draw an angry card or a laughing card and then an angel card. So we got to do the angry or the laughing card first. So the angry card is, 2 out of 8? For the angry card times the laughing card, which is 4 is plus. 1 out of 8. So that gives us 3 out of 8, because this is or. Or means to add, and means to multiply. So we got 3 8s. And then the angel card is 1 out of 8. So that gives us 3 out of 64. And that can't be simplified. All right, to earn points, the student must draw a sleeping card or a hard eye card, and then an angry card. So a sleeping card, we've got 2 out of 8, plus the hard eye card, which is 2 out of 8. So that gives us 4 out of 8, times an angry card, which is 2 out of 8. 4 times 2 is 8, and then 8 times 8 is 64. And that simplifies to 1/8. So remember, or equals add, and equals multiply. And we wrote that on our very first sheet for this unit. Kylie has a coin and a number cube. She flips the coin and rolls the number cube once. What is the probability that the coin lands tails up and then the coin lands on a 4? So the probability of flipping a coin is always 1/2. And then a cube landing on a 4. There's 1 4 out of 6 choices. So that's 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 6 is 12. So it's 1/12. If she completed the experiment 20 times, how many times could she expect to roll an even number and the coin land on heads? That would be 3/6 and 1/2 times 1/2.